What's up, my beautiful witches? It's me, Amethyst Rose from Tarot and Witchcrafting, and today we get to do another unboxing together. I was planning on doing this for October, but sorry so late. But this is a very special deck that was given to me by someone very special. My sister got me the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. I was so excited, so thrilled. I didn't even know they made this deck, and I can't wait to share it with you. So let's get started. First things first is, yes, it's missing the plastic because when we were together, she was excited to see it too. We had to unbox it, to be honest, together, and had a really good time checking it out. Thinking about all the people that this deck would be really great for in our lives, like who would we gift this to? And so we did kind of our own unboxing, I mean, not pre-boxing, but pre-unboxing. And I'm so excited to share this deck with you. So let's get in there close. It's a very large box that it comes in, but the deck is a little bit smaller. It's nice and kind of a velvety feel on the outside. Let's take a look at the back. It comes with a guidebook. There we go. Which is right on top. And then we pull that ribbon to release the deck. Look how beautiful that box is. It's a really gorgeous purple. Kind of like a lavender shade. We've got that really pinstripe on the outside, wallpaper look on the inside. And we'll go ahead and set that box aside right there. In the guidebook, of what's nice, of course, is we're going to get a table of content. It's going to walk us through potential tarot spreads. And then it starts right off with the Fool. I believe my sister said that she even had purchased this deck from Joann Fabrics. So even Joann Fabrics is carrying decks now. It's pretty exciting. I believe too that she said that it was quite affordable. It was like under $30 for this really cool deck. So let's dive into the deck, shall we? Let's see where we can. There we go. Okay. Since we kind of unboxed it already, we did some shuffles. I had to shuffle. Here we can see it's more true color with that black and purple on the back. It's a little bit of a traditional standard tarot size. The cardstock feels kind of thick, which I enjoy a thick cardstock. Like, it's not always that easy to shuffle for first time, but it's kind of nice because then they don't just fly everywhere and you get a bunch of cards and things can get overwhelming. What do we have here? Potions, needles, presents, and candles are the minor arcana. So, for instance, here's a King of Candles. So that'd be like a King of Wands. I would say that would be equivalent to like a King of Wands in the traditional tarot. Here we have the Four of Potions. I would say that that would equivalent to a Cups, like a Four of Cups. The Hierophant. Some major arcana, major secret. Look at the Six, the Lovers. I have to show you the Lovers. You know it, baby. Oh, and they're even holding hands in that picture too. Oh, look at the chariot. How fun is that? With great scenes. And then you'll see things like strength here. I know that y'all remember this character. And the hermit. Oop, oop, dropping them. What else do we have? So remember we were talking about potions and candles. Ooh. What was it? Potions, candles, presents. Let me see. Like, here's the king of presents. So I would imagine that the presents would be like pentacles. Here's the queen of presents. I don't remember who this person is from the movie. I don't know if that person was in the movie. Here's needles. So what is this? The 7 of needles, like 7 of swords. But I really like the 8 of needles here. Look at how that one has a little bit more conveying of the story. So one of the first ways that I was taught to read over 20 years ago was to, honestly, they said throw away the guidebook, and I just say set aside your guidebook. And they said use your intuition and read the picture, what's popping out at you. So I really enjoy a picture that's more vivid and lively than maybe something so simple, because I still do that. As my first reading, I will read intuitively with my third eye, and then I will go in and analyze the things that I have learned over the years of what maybe a 7 or an 8 means, what a sword means versus a pentacle. Let's show you a couple more of these. Oh my gosh, I think this is a 9. 9 of swords. I'm kind of bad with Roman numerals, and I have to, like, I know how to read them, but it takes me a minute to read them. Yeah, 10 of swords or 10 of needles. Here's the king of needles. Oi. And then we have the queen of needles. And I was wondering what the knight was going to look like. Here's a knight. So it's pretty cool. We have a lot of the characters. Page of needles. Got a lot of characters from the movie. But like here we have the ace. And a 2. And here's some more presents. What is that? 7. 7 of presents, 7 of pentacles. 8 of pentacles or presents. The sun. So I think this is a deck that's really fun. It's creative. It's, if you're a fan of the movie, it's fantastic because you're just going to love this deck to begin with anyways. But I think that you would have to know a little bit more about how to actually read tarot to maybe understand this deck. Because reading it intuitively might be a little challenging. Like that's the Ace of Pentacles, or you're going to see the Ace of Presents. So again, like you will need to rely on this guidebook if you are new to reading tarot and this was your first deck. I feel like some of the cards do explain things. Like here we have 20, Judgment. And you have Santa's list, right? Judgment, naughty or nice. I like that the pages, you know, again, they're the learners of the tarot, and they're young, and here that's like a youthful little elf, a young little elf. The world, and it shows like all the different doors. So let's go ahead and just do a shuffle for you so you can kind of hear and see what that looks like. Ooh, it's thick. The cardstock's pretty thick and stiff. It can be shuffled for sure with the traditional bridge. Bridge time. So it absolutely can be shuffled with the traditional bridge. Ooh, it is thick cardstock though, and the thicker the cardstock with this traditional tarot size can make it more stiff and challenging. They have this nice velvety matte texture to them. Ooh, Page of Presents in the world, she's popping out. Okay, so one more bridge, and then let's go ahead and look at our other stacking shuffle. Oh, look at the, what is that? 5, 6 of candles right there. Look at that. I feel like the 6 of wands. Oh my gosh. And I don't even think, yeah, I can't really grab around the whole deck. So I would inevitably be dropping at least a good stack of the cards when I'm trying to do my shuffling this way. I notice that it is very thick, and I do have smaller hands, but not unusually small. Let's be real. But with 76 cards, or I'm so sorry, with 78 cards, 78, you know, it's gonna be a pretty thick stack. That was a good death card, yeah, death. And then the 3 of Presents, interesting. So, you know, we can also probably hold them lengthwise is another way. When I can't do a deck, when I can't hold a deck horizontally like this, because of the length, I'll go vertical with it. Sometimes that happens, you get a whole lot flying out, but I always like those jumpers. It almost feels like the jumpers are meant to be, so yep. Page of Candles. Oh, they're super beautiful. I'm really loving this deck. I love the backs of them especially. It has that whole vibe from it. I can't believe it embodies just everything about the film and the magic of the film. I am loving it. Well, my beautiful witches, thank you so much for joining me on this unboxing of the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. I absolutely love it, and if you know anybody who's a fan, I believe they would love this deck too. It comes with a guidebook, so you just can't go wrong whether they're new or old to tarot, and there's so much information online that if they wanted to expand their knowledge, they could absolutely do that. Well, thank you so much for joining me, my beautiful witches. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And until next time, my beautiful witches, peace, my beautiful witches.